So here's a good question for you guys. If you're planning on keeping your Cummins long term, how do you bulletproof it? I just heard from Josh talk about one of the biggest flaws in the Cummins engine. Now, most people know that diesel engines need heat, they need compression, but there's a part of the engine that gets a lot more heat that Cummins has not addressed, and in this video, we're gonna have Josh discuss this stuff. So let's go ahead and walk over here. There's the one and only over there. He's hard at work. And so here's what it is. So I don't know why Cummins has not addressed this. It's been, how long have they had that heat buildup back in on the back of the engine?
Since the 12 valve.
Since the 12 valve.
Yeah.
So we're talking over 30 years that they've had this heat buildup on cylinders 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And if someone wants to bulletproof their engine, how would they go about doing that to address that one issue right there?
So I like Fleece. Okay, Fleece makes a very quality product. They've done a lot of testing, a lot of R&D. They have what's called the Coolant Bypass kit. It comes with a new thermostat housing that has, let me use the other finger, that has the tube, the hose that comes from the back thermostat,
Okay.
which goes in the back of the head. Now what that does is it allows the coolant to escape out of the back of the head back up into the front, so that the cooling system can constantly recycle the coolant from the back to the front as well.
Okay.
So it evens out the temperature throughout the engine, and it evens out the coolant flow from the front to the back.
Okay. So the question that I asked you on your channel was, can someone do this in their garage? And the answer is, you can.
You can, but it's going to be a big pain in the butt.
Yeah.
There's very, very limited room. If I was to do it in a garage or, you know, at the house, I would lift the cab up an inch or two just to give me a little bit more room on the back, because you got to take out that cross brace that goes from the head down to the bell housing. Then you got to knock out that 2 1/4 inch freeze plug. Then you got to clean the surfaces. Then you got to install the bypass. It's not
a nightmare.
It's going to be a nightmare to do, but it can be done.
Yeah. But yeah, as you guys can see too, this truck has not only just that coolant bypass, but this truck does have a full delete kit on it as well. No more EGR. Where does this exhaust go actually? Now that the block, I see the block off plates here. Where does that exhaust go now?
It just doesn't go to the end.
It just doesn't. Oh, okay,
that
got
goes
you.
right back into the turbo.
Okay.
To spin it faster, whatever.
Okay. So you're gonna get a little bit of performance gain.
You're gonna get a performance gain because you don't have the EGR, but it's very nominal. It's small. You probably can't even pick it up on a dyno. It's gonna be so small.
Got you. So right here, this is your new water pump too. So Josh was telling me earlier today, the factory water pump has plastic fins. The housing is just, I mean, I can't believe that Cummins even designed that for this engine. Engine that can put out over 1,000 pounds of torque has a plastic fins for the water pump.
Yeah, but you gotta also think that they make, you know, a couple 100,000 of these a year.
True.
So your truck's already over $100,000. They gotta reduce costs wherever they can. And unfortunately, they take it out of places that don't need it. That you never should. You shouldn't skimp on a water pump.
Yeah.
Maybe take some creature comforts out of the inside or something. But
right.
Keep the good water pumps, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now that the EPA is kind of getting dismantled, I'm hoping to see some big things change. I'm going to have Josh do a separate video on that too, so be sure to stay tuned. But yeah, this truck is getting a ton of work done. It has the ARP heads down here, if you guys can see. Yeah, ARP Headstuds. And this one also has this ATS for the 68 RFE and the Eisen transmission. And just real quick, what does this do again?
So the thermal bypass valve on the cooling system for the transmissions enables the transmission to warm up faster. What it does is it shuts off flow to the cooler and just recirculates the transmission fluid through the transmission, right? The problem with that is those fail quite often. So when you install one of these bypasses, you probably shouldn't just latch onto your trailer and start towing with your engine cold. You need to let everything warm up, just like with everything else. You got to let it warm up. But that right there will prevent the failure of the factory one and prevent you from prematurely burning up your transmission.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. Good stuff. I am shocked that this is what they use. Very shocked. I feel like the manufacturer should, like, I don't know, honor those types of upgrades. Like, there are some things like the Monster Ram intake, they should honor that under the warranty, because it actually makes the truck more reliable, especially if you haven't, you know, had the recall done, right, for that relay. Yeah, even like the timing house cover, like, there's so many things that they can do better with this engine that I would like to see in the future for sure. I mean, even the fact that this truck's getting the coolant bypass, cylinders 5 and 6, as I said earlier, that's going to have issues, you know, down the road, especially if you tow heavy often. I mean, that might be one upgrades that you do. And now that the EPA is getting rolled back on a lot of stuff, hopefully the manufacturers will offer at least some kits. Like if they can get Trump, you know, to make that okay for people to do weight loss program, maybe the manufacturers can give us like remapping for the engine and then offer maybe exhaust. I mean, they can make a ton of money, but these trucks have to get more reliable because they're just not right now. Yeah, Josh has been here till midnight getting these trucks done because these guys are literally not from here. They're in a hotel and they just wanted him to touch their trucks because obviously he's the master at it. I mean, he's done aftermarket, he does it for the OEM as you can see right now. So yes, again, if you would like for someone to do the work on your truck like this, he can do it. He's done it 100 times. So yeah. I wish I could show you some of the turbos. I haven't seen the new turbo, but I think it's the same size. They're also getting the fast fuel system put in too. And he's doing the bypass also for the filter that's inside of the engine bay. So that's right there. Here are the ARP studs. So yeah, he's going to be putting these in. But yeah, be sure to check out his channel too, guys, because he's going to show you a little bit more detail on some of the comparisons with the parts. So head over to Truck Stuff. Be sure to like see some of the work that he's doing on these two trucks. It's really good stuff. Something as basic as this. See, he's done this so many times. I just wanted to show it to you on camera. Like when he does this, it's like a trick. And if you think you're going to take a timing house cover off the right way
without destroying it, yeah, okay, yeah, this is why you want someone who knows what they're doing, because it is a trick to it. And I watched him to do it the last time and he's doing it the exact same way. Look at that, like butter, no damage on it at all. And even the fact that when he goes to put this back on, like he's going to clean that up and he's going to make sure it's sealed properly. Like it's just the little things. But yeah, if you are in the area or if you're not, you can have Josh do your work for you guys later. Heck yeah.
Yep.
We like it.
I remember this idiot in the comment section said to me, if he saw me in his shop, he would show me the door. Josh has so much work going on that he can't even keep up. He might have to start giving it to other people, but the problem is people are shipping their trucks cross country for him to work on. And I remember someone said, and I tried to look for the comment, but I couldn't find it. But I remember laughing because at first I was nervous about this, because when I first did a video with Josh, you guys probably remember, it was on a cab off cam and lifter Cummins. I remember that video got in front of the wrong people. And I asked Josh, should I just take the video off just because it's causing more problems than it's worth? And he said, don't worry about it. But the truth of the matter is, he's more busy, he's got a lot going on, and he has people coming to the dealership who would have never came there had it not been for the videos. Just saying. So, yes, some people do kick me out because they don't want me there. But I'm glad that they do, because I don't want to support idiots like that. So, yeah, YouTube works, and I'm happy for Josh. Josh is busy. And the good news is, sadly, he's about to get more busy because we just met with the company yesterday. And I can't wait for you guys to see this product. Like, it's going to be for Duramaxes too. Duramax Cummins Power Stroke. Some of you guys already know about it, but I'm going to get one for my truck because it's probably... I don't want to say this, but I'm going to say it. It might be better than a delete kit. It might be. Just saying. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we drop the videos. But the company's really busy, so they asked us to hold off. So stay tuned. I got some good stuff coming for you guys next week. Me and Josh. Josh has got some stuff coming too. And like I said, he's about to get a lot more busier. Peace.